Live? All right, bang, bang. Welcome to the Mid Show, presented by Miller Lite. This is Eddie, Chief, White Sox Dave, Danny at the baby table as always. Like I said, presented by Miller Lite. From fireside conversations to game days, this time of the year means more moments with the coolest people in your life. Make these moments even better with Miller Lite, the light beer for people who love beer. We had a bunch of them this past weekend. It was St. Patrick's Day Parade weekend in
Responsibly.
Chicago, and it doesn't stop. It's spring. The tournament is this weekend, starting Thursday, so we will be responsibly enjoying some Miller Lites. Miller Lite is brewed for taste. It hits different than other light beers made from simple ingredients. Miller Lite is for the people who love the taste of beer. Malted barley gives it a rich, balanced toffee note bar. And Milwaukee, and we watched the Marquette St. John's game. It was a long weekend for us, just fucking doing whatever.
A lot of beers.
Yes, exactly. Tom, are you good? Well,
it would appear that we're having some issues just with the YouTube.
Oh, the YouTube.
That's the most important part.
Just the YouTube.
Yeah, only the YouTube.
You could transfer over to Twitter if you're on YouTube right now, but you can't hear me saying this if you're on YouTube anyway. So.
So it's like there's no voice. There's
yeah,
no
we're still on the Miller ad on YouTube.
All right,
which is extra airtime for Miller.
Yes, exactly. All right, so we will continue because we have to continue the show. But I do want to wait till that's back up before I bring up that conversation. You guys met Pat Bev for the first time.
I did.
How was that experience?
We had him on his heels. We'll say that because he didn't want to call us fat. He didn't want to call us fat.
He didn't though.
Roan trapped him.
Yeah,
Roan trapped him into making a comment about how we look.
Yeah, he didn't say anything. He was like, there was nothing he did wrong. That's why I don't know why he's getting guff for it.
Well,
Portnoy gave him guff on the rundown last night. And then
why? Because Portnoy never calls anybody fat.
No, but he said, "Why are you doing it?" And then he's like, "I didn't do that." Pat Bev did not do that. He's correct.
Now I will say, it was a nice gesture yesterday, but he brought it.
A nice gesture. He did not.
What?
That was not. He did not bring that in.
Oh, I thought he did.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought
No.
Pat Bev.
Why did we have it then?
We don't got to get into
okay.
But
well, I thought Pat Bev walked in with two pizzas.
That's what I thought
wings,
too.
So that's why I was
Incorrect.
like, oh, okay.
That
incorrect. White Sox Dave tweeted.
I
that
thought
out.
he was. I sincerely thought that he brought it because it showed up the same time he did.
No. It was for him. I bought it. It was for him.
Okay.
But he.
Why'd you buy him pizza?
How come you never bought us pizza?
You've never bought us pizza.
He was coming after practice, and he requested that. He's like, "Hey, could someone I'm hungry." And so it was. All right, sure.
So that's then that raises another issue. He clearly doesn't trust you if he texted you to get him some food because he had a thing at Chipotle delivered that beat him here.
Untrue, because what was requested in the text were pizza and wings.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
so
somebody ordered him Chipotle, and I answered the door and got it.
For him?
Yeah.
Okay. But
I tried to send him upstairs. I'm like, we don't have a Pat that works here.
Yeah.
So
we do.
Yeah.
Regardless, that was but a good spot. White Sox Dave, you tagged the wrong spot, as well as Lance was a little upset about
the wrong
that.
spot. What?
Yeah, Lance.
The wrong pizza company.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually shouted out their biggest competitor.
Oh,
as
shit.
them. So I had to have your back. But I made a mistake too, Dave, so we're good.
We got a lot of mistakes flying around the studio today.
I didn't shout them out. I responded to a friend of mine from college, and only those who follow both of us can see that. And I said I could be wrong.
Well,
that was a spot regardless. But no, it's good. He's a nice guy.
Oh, he's a super nice guy. You could tell he was very, I don't want to say upset, but he felt bad that he called us all fat.
Yeah.
He didn't though. There was no reason for him to
He
feel
called
like
us
he
Husky.
was
Husky is
because his back was against the wall. He's a good guy.
He said when I confronted him on, he goes, the word that I would use is sturdy. I like that word.
Sturdy's a good word.
I'm a sturdy guy. Try to push me over, you can't.
Tom, are you locked in?
We're back on YouTube. So.
All right, good.
Tom, so
YouTube issue. Not a Tom issue.
Tom, let's lop back in. Because this is the big etiquette question of the week. So this is something happened at the house that we need to talk about in Milwaukee. People could form their opinions if it was fair or foul. So to paint the picture a little bit, we were at the house for what, 36 hours, maybe, if that?
Well,
2
Chief and I
nights.
had
Yeah,
a-
you guys did 2 nights. We did 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys were there for 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
Yes. So you guys were there for 24 hours. The rest of us, we stayed the night Thursday night, and we were there for like 36. And so naturally, short stay. We didn't really do the whole go to the grocery store, get waters, get all that stuff. We kind of just like played it like
Yeah, like a
free-for-all.
hotel.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, someone did have a water there, and he bought it at a 7-Eleven before, or I think it was Friday afternoon, correct? And at some point, the water went missing. And Tom, I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, I bought a water right after the Marquette stream, like a water and a coffee, because I knew we were gonna have to rush back to the house and like start editing right away. And I was looking for the bottle of water like while I was editing, and it was one of those things where I was like, "Oh, where's this bottle of water?" Like, I'm sure like I misplaced it somewhere. Like 3 hours went by, and I'm like, this is just gone. But the whole time I noticed that there was like an entirely filled like pint cup, like glass, filled with water to the brim, like right near the sink, and like another half glass filled. So like two like cups that were like put next to the sink, like dirty cups amongst all the dirty cups of the house. 2 of them basically were filled with water, and then like Lance all of a sudden it hit him, and he was like, "Oh, wait a minute!" Like White Sox Dave did pick up a bottle of water, asked me whose it was. Lance goes, "I don't know," and then White Sox Dave goes, "Okay," dumped it out to use it as a spitter.
And we should say that this was like a nice bottle of water. Big, was it
Is it
Evian?
Icelandic glacial?
No,
Oh, well, it wasn't that nice.
Evian?
Evian, I think.
Okay.
but that was when I heard that, Dave. I was truly in shock. I can't.
You want to know what truly shocked me is when Tom started crying at the bar because I played a song, and I have the proof on my phone on the touch tunes, and Tom went batshit
Let's-
fucking
Well,
crazy.
Let's
Can we-
address
let's
one
one
issue
at a time.
One
One
issue at a
yeah.
time.
Yeah, we were drinking all night, so I needed some nicotine, and I asked around, and nobody claimed the water, so I put the water into water bottles and took the plastic bottle.
Asked around how many people?
What I don't know.
Whoever was
I don't
in-
get
in the
what
kitchen.
What have you just said? Do you think makes you like think that that's an okay thing to do? You didn't ask around. You asked Lance, and it was a brand new bottle of water. It was
I don't know that it even was.
We should mention water is very sacred on a college trip. When you're going out getting your own groceries, have to Uber like 20 minutes just to get
Dave,
water.
Okay, I'm sorry, Tom. Do you want the $3.99 for the
Okay, yeah, just downplay
for the water bottle?
just
There
downplay
was
that.
more. That was the only bottle in
It was
the
the
house.
only bottle of water in the house. Like it was clearly like
I didn't even know if I thought it might have been left over from like the last person, like the ranch dressing and the baking soda that was in
no.
the
I
fridge.
asked around. When we had the whole conversation. I asked
You
everyone.
didn't
I'm
ask me until just now.
It was after
I
you
had
left.
To,
It was
like,
after you had
jog
to
my
let me finish.
memory.
It was after you left. I'm like, you guys realized there was like no bottles of water here, right? Like if you saw a bottle of water, it probably was someone's, right?
I was drinking the tap water all weekend. It was just fine.
You
I'm sure
you found a new bottle of water. You said, I don't care whose this is. I'm using it as a spitter to spit in. You could have found like any other thing to spit inside of. You picked a brand new bottle of water, cracked it open.
any
without
other
any
thing you
regard.
think I went out of my way to go into the fridge to get that bottle of water instead of having any other option, like I don't know, one of the glasses from the Airbnb or like of anything else?
Yeah, I don't,
A water
I don't-
bottle's like the most common use between there is.
But it's not yours. It was someone else's.
I asked.
You asked Lance.
So let me get this straight. You're upset about a bottle of water so much that you bring it up 4 days later?
Well, we're saving it
no.
for the show.
It was brought up after you left, and I'm like, that was truly astonishing that he
And
did
it-
that. And Eddie
I
goes, okay,
didn't-
yeah, we got
I-
to save this for the show.
Astonishing is not the word I would use to describe someone else drinking a bottle of
So
water.
let's get third
You
party
didn't drink
arbiters
it. You
involved.
dumped it out to spit inside of. Like you didn't even drink the water, and you dumped it in dirty glasses. There was
I
like
didn't dump it in
zero
dirty
regard-
glasses. I pulled them right out of the cabinet.
They were amongst the other glasses right next to the sink.
So to paint the
I
picture
put them
here,
there,
to
so
paint
it
the
was
picture here
very
really quick,
obvious where the water was.
White Sox Dave needed a spitter, so he took out 2 glasses from the cabinet and he poured out a water bottle. He didn't know whose it was, and he took the water bottle, used his spitter, and he left the bottle of water in 2 glasses on the counter. So this is your first time hearing of this.
Yes.
So what's
It's
your
my first time
reaction?
hearing of it too. I mean, to sit on someone taking one of your bottles of waters for that long.
Well, it's for context.
I understand
I'm not
that,
sitting
but
on it,
there's
Dave. Just to make it clear, do you understand? I didn't bring this up. It was like 2 minutes ago. Eddie just brought this up as a conversation.
All right.
But you used the word. I think it was astonishing. Was the adjective you
was.
used?
There's like an
You were
astonishing lack of
astonishing.
like other people's things. Like in your head, you're like, I need a dip
Because
and I need to
it's
spit in
a
something. I don't
bottle
give a
of-
fuck
okay, you
whose
know
this
what?
is. I'm just gonna use it.
That's not what happened. We already cleared the air that I did ask all those in my presence.
Why are you ignoring the fact that what I'm saying back to that? You asked Lance, and he said, I don't know, and then you just gave up right then. You didn't ask anyone else.
Was I supposed to go and wake you up? Hey, can I use this bottle of water, Tom?
Eddie, I mean, Dave,
Tom,
it happened,
and this is
it happened when
also
was in the
after I
meeting right
covered a
next to it.
fucking steak dinner for you.
All right. All right.
I mean,
Hold on,
we're
hold-
crying about
No,
water.
No,
because this is
Hold on a
exactly
second.
how
Hashtag
this is
Watergate.
insane. Thank you. It's insane. We're agreement on something.
Hashtag Watergate.
Because
all right, hold on.
No. Hold on. I got
Chief
something to say.
Let Chief weigh in.
Because this is going to turn into a whole fucking thing about a bottle of water.
But it's the principle behind
I
it.
understand the
think, Dave.
principle, and for that, I'm sorry. It was late at fucking night, and I wanted to dip, and I didn't want to just spit anywhere. We're not in our own house. So I emptied the water into 2 clean cups, and I placed them where they were very, very visible so someone could I'm sorry I took your water, okay? But to fucking bring this up 4 days later,
but
it's super fucking annoying. And then you get all pissy when I ask you about the song thing
Hold
on the
on,
heels
one
of you
thing at a
getting.
time.
Who are you talking? You
beyond
talking to
pissing.
me?
Yes.
One thing
I
at a
didn't bring
time.
this up,
Hold on.
Dave.
One thing
Hold
at a
on.
time.
Hold on.
Chief, weigh in.
All right. I would say it is considerate that you didn't just dump it down the sink.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
Hey,
You could have just dumped it down the sink, pitched the bottle, and there would be no mystery. We wouldn't be talking right now. So you're kind of setting a bad precedent that if he does 50% the right thing, I don't know why you wouldn't just take one of the glasses from the Airbnb and just spit into that.
Because that's a glass that's reused. That's even more
Yeah, but
considerate than.
No.
We're talking about being considerate or inconsiderate. I spit
Well,
into a
hold
recyclable
on.
plastic bottle.
Yes, but that was filled that someone wanted to
I didn't know that. I
Right.
thought it was in the fridge, okay, next to all the condiments that had been left over from previous tenants. I didn't know if it was.
Can I go back to? I think. Yep. I probably if it were I'm not a spittoon guy. Okay. I probably would have spit into the glass like one of the because there's a lot of glasses
Yeah.
there, knowing full well that I could dump it and then put it in the dishwasher and everything would be fine.
I think that's even more inconsiderate.
I don't because like that's like glasses get dirty and then you wash them and that's just how glasses operate in in any household.
There is a mental block of dipping into a glass for sure.
It's not a mental block. It's that that's someone's property.
Yeah,
Sure,
but
and
it's-
I see
but it's just-
a water bottle in a fridge. I'm like, oh, no one actually cares about this enough to like be offended about this. So what if this Airbnb sees us talking about whoever owns the Airbnb? Maybe they're a fan. Maybe they see us talking about how would consider spitting into one of their glasses.
But I'm saying so if I'm drinking out of a glass, my saliva and germs and everything are getting on there.
But there's a difference between spit.
I agree it's
Yeah.
dirtier, but at the end of the day, you're still going to wash it. It's going to come out of the dishwasher
At
perfectly
the end
clean.
of the day, you're going to drink the water and you're going to throw the water bottle out. I didn't think it was that big of a deal that it would be brought up days later as a way. Oh, gotcha, Dave.
It's not a gotcha,
not a
Dave.
gotcha
it's
at
just
all.
that. I
It's
mean,
just like-
there
You
might
know exactly what's
no,
gonna
no,
happen.
people.
No, it's
this
not,
isn't.
Dave.
This is this is the etiquette.
This is it.
Yeah,
Like,
this
is
is
the
etiquette.
Like,
I
it-
won't drink Tom's or
and
anybody else's
listen,
water
If
again.
you think that you're the only one that has ever took one of their friends' waters and used it as a spitter,
course
you're
not.
mistaken.
Ever.
You are not the only one that's ever done that. However, it's just a debate of because sometimes I don't even know how I feel about people dumping out water in general when it comes to a spitter. Just fucking chug it.
I
that's a
would have
different-
chugged
that's a
it
different
if
story.
like that was
But
the
it
whole
wasn't
point
yours,
of
so that's-
dumping it in the cups.
So it was half.
That was half considerate.
Half
Yeah, that's
considerate,
what I was
for
trying to
sure.
say. I was giving you credit, but
Any-
I probably would have just done it into the empty glass.
Any takeaway, Danny?
Chat's offering some different perspective.
What's
They're
that?
saying, like, imagine you're on a college trip. You really only do one run to 7-Eleven or what it is, knowing you're not going to go back out for the day. You're looking forward to that fresh water, Gatorade, or whatever it is you got, only to see later, not was it drinking, but it was just
It wasn't drinking.
right, but it was dumped for purely use of a spitter. Wouldn't that kind of irk you?
No, it wouldn't. It's a
Wouldn't,
fucking
you wouldn't be
water
like,
bottle.
I was looking forward to this Gatorade
Maybe
water.
it's me being from a big family or something where it's kind of a free-for-all, but
Yeah, but
that's
there's other waters available in the family household. Here there wasn't.
the tap water. I was drinking the tap water all weekend. If you saw the desk next to my bed, there was like 12 empty glasses that I brought downstairs at the end of the thing because I was drinking the tap water. It's
Hey,
Milwaukee.
Chad's
in the
words,
dishwasher?
not mine. Chad's words.
What's that?
You put them in the dishwasher?
I forget.
No.
I don't even know if there was a dishwasher.
No. We had to load it. We did it the next morning when you guys were gone. But regardless, it's an interesting debate.
It's up for debate.
It's a good. It's a
Tom,
good
I'm
etiquette.
sorry I took your water. I owe you a water, okay?
No. You don't owe him a water.
That's yo water, Tom. That's for Tom to decide.
No, this isn't fun anymore. They just made it like the biggest deal in the world.
It-
Bring it up.
because
he covered
it's-
the fucking dinner. Yeah, all right.
I mean,
Which is
Yeah, that's
we
that's
the three of
bogus.
us.
That's
three
split
of
such
us
a fucking
did.
stone.
Scum,
That's
like, all right,
bogus.
like,
How many
bring it
times
up.
did we
I didn't
offer?
put it- like you like legitimately yelling at me like I brought this all up like as if like Eddie didn't
'Cause-
just say I'm going to bring this up because it was a funny thing that happened at the house and I saved it for the show. That's just like the way that this happens with the scheduling of the show and when it happened.
Chad's-
If I would have brought it up immediately to you, if I could have, being like, hey, that was kind of crazy. No, and I think that's like a very fair thing to observe as like kind of a wild move. Like the principle of like you needed something, you didn't have one, so you just picked one up and it was like, hey, Lance, is this anyone's? All right, I'm gonna take it.
Would you have reacted this way if Tom just said it to you in person?
not right off the bat. And if I were in Tom's position and someone drank a water bottle that I had in the fridge for X amount of time, hours probably, I wouldn't even think to bring it up.
Oh, I
It's
would be.
a water bottle.
Oh, so you don't think even privately he should have brought it up?
I would have been annoyed if I went to 7-Eleven to get myself a water for the night and someone took it.
And it's
But-
the context of it. Like I didn't have a car. Like I knew that was the only like store we were gonna have, and I knew we were gonna be hunkered down in that kitchen for 6 hours editing nonstop. And I was like, I needed a bottle of water to do that. And then I realized, oh, White Sox Dave and like his
And like I said,
busy
I opened
schedule,
I
had to take
opened
that and use it to spit inside of.
my busy schedule.
Like I'm saying, you could have just like looked like 2 more seconds. There was like a bunch of Solo cups in the cabinet. Like there was like other places to put to like to spit to like use just to spit in. You
I don't
know?
remember seeing Solo cups, but I opened the fridge. There was a water bottle next to like ranch dressing, like Frank's Red Hot sauce.
Yeah, I put
I
it there.
just assumed it had been sitting there forever, like all the other condiments in there. And if I would have opened the fridge and saw that the water bottle was gone, I'd been like, fuck, that sucks. And I wouldn't have batted an eye after that.
All right.
See, I think that's kind of crazy because we didn't have anything, Dave. Like
Like
I
I
said, we
said,
didn't, like, go
I
for
had
a
been
trip.
drinking the tap water the entire time we were in Milwaukee.
Uh-huh.
That it was completely fine. It's no worse than Chicago tap water.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh water out of Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
He didn't die of thirst. It's a water bottle. I'm sorry I took it though.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You could say you're sorry you took it.
Yeah.
I
think
didn't think it
I
would
didn't
be a
think-
big deal, but I didn't even
didn't
know
think-
that it
I
was
didn't
anybody's.
think bringing it
if,
up-
If anybody would have said, "Oh, that's mine," I wouldn't have fucking touched it. I thought it was just sitting there.
I'm surprised it's become this big of a deal.
I
where
don't
it's
think
like
it is
getting
Because
There's
it's you know how the internet works.
yeah.
Well, you're letting the, like Chief said earlier.
No,
it's-
but it's those 10 people coming at you, and don't act like it doesn't get to you
never
or
acted
you
it,
or,
Dave. Nobody
or
act
anybody
like that.
else. But in the end, it's a water bottle. What are we talking about? And then I go to bring up the song thing, and Tom gets super fucking defensive about
well,
it.
we can get into that too.
what is it, Dave? What's about the song?
You can
thing?
bring it up. You're the quarterback of this.
So there
team.
was an issue with the touch tunes. If you watch, also I'll tell you this, which I mean the stool scenes this week was fucking funny as hell, dude. So go watch that.
Somehow Tom put that together without any water.
so
So
Yeah.
I know,
credit
yeah.
credit to Tom.
shout out to you and Lance.
Yeah.
No water, boys. Milwaukee water in a glass. Actually, before I get into that, can I talk about the Barstool Sportsbook, Tom?
Big
Yeah.
weekend for it.
Huge weekend for it. Attention, Massachusetts, YouTube. This is This is a national show. We definitely got some Massachusetts listeners. The founding home of Barstool Sports is now the latest state to offer the Barstool Sportsbook. So if you're in Massachusetts, download the Barstool Sportsbook app and sign up today to take advantage of our Cue the Duck Boats offer. Any cash wager of $5 or more will earn new users a $50 bonus bet on the Celtics to win the NBA championship and a $50 bonus bet on the Bruins to win the Cup. Terms do apply, so make sure you look at those. The Barstool Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of Barstool Sports and the only place to find exclusive bets and odds boost from your favorite Barstool personalities. And there's all the great features you want in your sportsbook. Live in-game betting, Parlay Plus to bet within the same game or across sports. Move the line and teaser bets. Easy and secure for registration, deposit, and withdrawals. So remember, Massachusetts, this is a one and only Barstool Sportsbook promotion. Must be 21 plus. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling, call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support. Play it smart from the start with GameSense. Visit GameSenseMA.com. Okay. So Dave brought up the other controversy here. So there was an argument at the bar. If you watch Dual Scenes, White Sox Dave, you love that. What's the name of the song?
It's called "Come and Get Your Love" by Redbone.
Come and Get Your Love.
Native American band.
Everyone knows
Come
the
and
song.
get your
It's a great little party song.
I'll be honest though. This is why
Gets the bar going.
This is why I love this office. Yeah, can we play it? All right, so play this.
Why is there like a lag?
I think it's just
Gotta get the air drums going.
if you're only listening, White Sox Dave was playing with air
Ultimate
drums.
mousetrap. Someone played it. We knew he'd react this way.
Legendary moment. I loved it. So we're at the bar, a nice bar called Duke's on Marquette's campus in Milwaukee.
My kind of place.
Yeah, cool spot. And so that song comes on, and the whole time Touchstones, everyone knows you could work it from your phone. We thought Tom played it.
Well,
we were under the impression that Tom played it because Danny was all set up there in the corner to get your expression.
Tom had been talking about it for like 4 or 5 minutes. Like, I got this song coming on. I got it queued up in Touchstones. Going to get Dave going. Dave loves this song. Like, Tom was like happy with himself, and we all were. Like, you're like, this is going to be good. And then Dave, we saw the video. Dave's in his bag as Nadu would say, having a great time. Vibes are great. And then you let out a line like, I don't know, it stopped me in my tracks. You're like, who played this song? I did.
I don't think I said it like
Oh,
that.
Dave.
Yeah, but it was funny. It was you were
hilarious.
fucking around. You weren't like serious.
No. It was, and then Tom.
Someone asked me that, I think.
No,
I don't think I said, who played this song? I did, like the bowling dude.
No, you did.
But I did. So someone asked me who played the song, and I did because I played it.
I know, but like no one. We'll get to that part too. But leading up to that, I think Tom had kind of like made the rounds, being like, "I can't wait till this song comes on. We're gonna get Dave." I queued it up on Touchstones,
and like this is one of your primary bar
Big
songs.
My go-to one, top 5 jam out.
It's a great
dive bar song.
And it's a good one.
It's a good. It's perfect.
You
The whole bar loves
yeah.
it because everybody knows the words to the chorus. You know?
Right. So
you
that,
told Dante to play it at Windy City Smokeout.
Yeah, and he
like,
did, and
this
the
is
whole
a
crowd was
Dave
going nuts.
song.
yeah.
And so that's why I said the mousetrap. We didn't mousetrap him, but it was just funny because Tom's for 5 minutes. He's like, "Oh wait, just wait, we're gonna get." And then Danny he was all set up in the corner
Because we knew it was coming. Because
Yes.
Tom told us. Because Tom had queued it up.
Yeah.
And then when Dave was like, "No, I did it," we were like, "Wait, what?" Like, and I thought you were just being like funny, but like a dick, like on purpose. Like, nope. Like I took it, like just taking the credit, like just to be funny. And
I was genuinely confused what you guys were talking about.
right. Okay. So, but Tom was like, how, was getting upset that you were like, "No, I played it." And like,
He
wouldn't.
said that's the last thing I ever do for you. He was like, he stormed away. I was like, what the fuck is going on
Dave
here?
was not just play. Dave, you weren't just confused. Like Eddie and Chief and
I had no idea what was going on. All I know is I clicked play next on that song.
But you responded to that by you were the one being upset with me, being like arguing, being like, "No, I played this," and I was like, "Wait, are you fucking with us? I did play it. You can
Tom,
we did a whole setup, and
I was confused.
You were getting mad. No, wait.
I would say you were
Never
getting more mad, Tom.
You got furious with me, and then I pull up my phone. And I'm like, "Here you go." And Ed,
Right, but Ed, like you know
Ed?
how touch tunes works. You can you could fast pass. You could play them. So I had like
Matt-
a bunch lined up in a row. So the one that played was the one I queued, and you showed
that's
that
not
you
true.
also.
That's not true.
How do you don't
hold
know
on.
that?
Yes,
listen,
it
listen.
is. Yes, I do.
No, you,
Hold on.
Yes, I do.
Hold on.
The one I had on before was mine. So like I knew that I had it like lined up. So like the one that was on before
we
was mine.
pulled
and
up
then
my phone
We need a
and I
talking
showed it
stick.
to Ed and Tom.
No,
or
listen,
Ed.
listen. White Sox Dave, I can confirm. Which everyone's like, no way, Dave, dude, you're out of your mind. But then once Dave showed me,
Yeah,
I
that was in the
defended
car on
You
the way
did.
back.
I was like,
yeah.
whoa, Dave, like he actually did play it. So
Yeah, so we both played it though. That's the thing.
Okay.
yeah,
But you got sincerely upset
Yeah,
that
you I would say
You
Tom,
were
skipping
you
over.
were mad.
Yeah, I got. But you're skipping over the fact of when it was originally said, like everything that they just like lined up the whole situation of like when it first
They
played.
didn't
and you were
line
like,
anything
I played
up.
this.
Nothing was lined up to
on,
me.
hold
Chief
on,
and
hold
Eddie
on,
just
hold on.
explained the whole situation that I was telling Danny and all these guys. I'm like, I put this on because I knew like it's in that intro to stool scenes. Like I knew it gets you going. I'm like, I'm putting this on touch tunes. And when you were going around being like, I put this on, we were all like, wait, what? And then you started getting mad. You were like,
I
no,
never
I
got
put this
mad.
on.
I don't
never
agree
got
with
And
mad.
I was like,
don't
wait, I
agree
put
with
it
that.
on. You're like, no, you didn't. I put it on. I'm like, wait, are you being for real?
When you said you put it on, I was genuine. I'm like, what? No, I wasn't in any way mad because I don't care who played the song. It's an awesome song regardless of who plays it.
Tom,
I
I
didn't
would-
know about the setup at that point, and then it was explained to me. I'm like, oh, therein lies the confusion. But you were
You did not
sincerely
handle it
upset.
that rationally. All right.
Tom,
Yes,
okay.
I did.
In this situation, Tom, I think you were the one who got way more mad than Dave.
All right.
Danny, third party
So-
arbiter.
So on that note, to bring everything full circle,
Thank you.
we've
That's
seen
all I had to say. Thank you.
one.
He's gonna weigh in.
Okay,
Let him weigh
okay.
in.
It's all
Let
right.
him weigh in.
I'm bringing a talking stick next episode though. But no, I have nothing to say. Go on, Dave.
Would you say that Tom overreacted?
In that moment, because I would say that Tom. I
Okay,
would say that you
so-
overreacted in that moment.
On the heels of talking about the water bottle story, what he called astonishing, is there a little
I think you are a little too hung up on the word astonishing.
because it's someone drinking a water bottle or taking a water bottle out of a fridge? I don't think is astonishing. I don't even it could just be me. If someone drank my water, I'd be like, oh, what the fuck?
Can
And
I
I'd, like,
can I
forget
interject
about it.
something here? I feel like we covered the water bottle story, and
But
this
the
side-
whole point
in,
is
in this one, people are more on
there's-
your side,
there's
and I
a-
would just roll with that. If I were you, if I'm looking
there's-
for dubs, I would just keep
You're
going on
one
this.
and one.
there's overreaction in both.
Calling Tom an overreactor.
I think he overreacted for both.
No,
Yeah.
no, you can't say that because I told
I
him
mean,
to hold
but
this. For
you
the
know,
first story, the
I
water
drank
bottle
your
story,
water.
I said,
I'm sorry, I didn't know until right now
can't
that it
say
was your
that.
water.
But regardless, so I mean, astonished.
Crazy. I think he's crazy, like crazy behavior. I'm sorry, I drank a water that I thought had been sitting in the fridge with the ranch since August of 2021 because it was an Airbnb. That's all that I did. I'm sorry.
Tom, any rebuttal here?
No.
No. Nothing for Dave here.
No. It's impossible.
It's not
I'm gonna
impossible.
stop.
Why don't you say, "Hey, Dave, I overreacted. I'm sorry."
You know, like Dave would normally do.
I just apologized. I just apologized. I'm sorry I took his water. Like I said, I
did.
didn't realize it was his water or anybody
Oh,
else's
why
in the
don't
house.
you weigh in?
Should I have known that, I
on
wouldn't have
Songate.
touched the water.
Well, I'll say on.
He's not going to
I'll
say
say on
anything.
water
Yeah, of
bottle
course he
gate. No, I'll tell you right now, water bottle gate. That was a crazy move, Dave. That wasn't
Crazy?
your water.
Oh, be
intake.
careful. Be careful.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I think that was like
you're
it's
overreacting now.
hyperbole. Don't get me wrong. And just to say that etiquette
we
wise,
don't do here.
That was a poor etiquette move to take someone's water and not ask everyone for sure in a house where there was no water, regardless if Milwaukee tap water is fine, but still there was no water. But if everyone's like, hey, you going with that Milwaukee tap or you going with that Evian, everyone's going with that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's the point.
And just the ability, even if you pour the Evian in the glasses, if it's my Evian water bottle, I'd like the ability to screw the cap back on it.
And
you know.
Fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wish people could have seen these bottles too. They're big like beer glasses, just filled to the brim.
like a pint glass.
I wish we took a
Pint
picture.
glasses.
I wish we took a
Yeah.
picture. It's probably in the background. Regardless, here, sure. I think there was miscommunication. I think Tom was trying to have a fun moment with you, and he got a little upset for sure.
You stole his
For sure.
fun moment by upstreaming him on Touch Tunes. Do you want to apologize for that? I'm joking.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
joking.
I'd say
I'll apologize when apologies are necessary. I'm sorry I took the water. Like I said, for the 100th time now, I didn't think it was anybody from the house's water. I don't remember anybody going to 7-Eleven or Convenience Mart or anything. I just thought it was in the fridge from however long ago, and I dumped the water into cups because in the off chance it was someone's.
Danny, how did we wind up going to 7-Eleven again?
After the bar, correct?
Yeah, but how come? Where were those guys?
Oh, they took their own Uber to eat.
Oh,
Yeah, but like I don't want to hear about that either because
No, I
all
just
you
wanted to
have to
ask.
do is
explain what happened. That was just White Sox Dave hit the wrong button.
Yeah,
I didn't. I
it's
just by
not a big
habit,
deal. It was
got a normal size
hit the
car
wrong
instead of
button.
a Uber XL.
He hit
Yes.
the wrong button.
yeah.
So technically, Dave.
And it wasn't the only Uber in the city of Milwaukee. If you guys wanted to come, you knew where we
no,
were
yeah.
going.
I was
You-
just
yeah.
I was giving the context of why we were like why he
Yeah.
didn't know it, why we
Yeah.
got separated.
Oh, all right.
I didn't want to go for the record.
well, White Sox,
I can't imagine why. This has been a
Yeah.
very pleasant time here.
I just didn't want a burger.
he was so happy. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
the
guys
burger
go.
was
I'll
fine.
Yeah.
I'll get the next one. Yeah, that's fine.
It was fine.
Good curds though.
The curds were good.
Curds were
Yeah.
good.
We're in dairy country.
But it was. I forgot where I was going with this. It wasn't. It had nothing to do with the Uber.
Oh, you're gonna weigh in on the Songate.
I did. I said yeah. I said he definitely overreacted,
Okay.
and but like I think he was trying to have a moment, and then it
It was still a great
guess
moment.
it's one of those moments where you're like so convinced because you did it, and
Oh,
it's like there's no way because that's a. I guess it's not that strong of a parallel because we know how Dave.
I was
Dave
laughing
loves that
in the
song.
bar because I thought Dave was intentionally winding up Tom, being like, no, "Who played this? I played it," and I was just like, "He's just getting under Tom's skin," and I thought it was kind of funny.
That was the situation. Like the context of this too. This situation was that was the second bar we were at. That was like I think we left shortly after. That was after dinner too, which Venmo will crushed me for that, Dave. We were a
No,
few
I got
drinks.
you, Tom.
We were
I
a few
said I would
drinks
cover
deep.
it.
Hold on.
So like, yeah, there was definitely like alcohol involved in that insane situation. In my place, yeah, I overreacted because there was like, we were drunk. Like, look at that video. So like,
Are we
we
high
all
school
thought we were
chicks?
like losing
Hold
our
on.
minds there with that whole situation. Like, Chief, you just explained it. Like,
Yeah.
The whole context of it, like me going around being like, watch this, then like for all of us to see Dave do that, yeah, that was the ingredients of that overreaction.
Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, which I understand, but to me it would just be like, this guy's unbelievable. I can't believe he's trying
Yeah,
to, not like.
That's the last thing I ever do for you, and you wouldn't say a word to me. You turned you around, and you just walked away, like pissed off, steam coming out of your ears. And at that time, I didn't even know that this was a setup until right now, really. And like that elaborate of a setup.
Yeah, you set yourself
was
up.
the setup.
You were setting yourself up and the rest of the bar for a good time with that song.
I will say, as silly of a situation it was, Dave just air drumming to Come and Get Your Love. When Dave revealed that he did have it on his touch tunes,
Oh.
I audibly gasped.
Me
One
too.
of the all-time
That was
plot
like
twists.
that was in the Uber.
It was
That
like
on
a
the
M.
way
Night
home.
Shyamalama
Yeah,
plot
were,
twist.
We
It
were
was.
arguing about it for like an hour, and then Dave pulled out his phone. I was like, "Oh shit!"
He had it. He
Yeah.
had it. And just
I have 12 credits left.
And-
I had 28 to start that night. I remember it. And I hit play next, and that was the very next song that came on. So excuse me for thinking I was the one who played it.
Well, you did play it.
I did play it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to go to past
so did
songs
I.
right now.
technically, I wish there was a way to contact Touch Tunes and figure out who's
Get to
actually
the bottom of it.
They
who's
DM
actually-
me regularly and load me up.
Let us know who went through the wire at around.
I'm going to DM them.
at around one. What
was the name of the place?
It was around 11:30 at Duke's Bar in
Duke's.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I could get the exact time.
Yes, please let us know the exact time of when that happened. If Dukes can figure out the account, then what should it be? It should be an apology. What should we do? Here?
I think they should just shake hands.
Written apology with a bottle of Evian.
A bottle of-
Was that what it was?
Cheers, a bottle of Evian. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why it's not letting me look at my
I guess
letter.
my if we're going back to water bottle gate for a second, if we may. I love this shit. By the way, this shit's
I know you
funny.
do.
Well, it's just so like arguing.
Wait
over
until you're the subject of a gate yourself.
It's gonna
You
happen.
won't like it
I'm-
too much, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, dude. Arguing over stupid shit is like
That's how we pass the time.
That's
I'm going to
life.
do that, and then one day I'll wake up and be 90 and dead.
Like
but that's how I'm going to spend the rest of my life.
I mean,
But
everything,
like, here's the thing.
in the grand scheme, everything's stupid. What are we going to argue about who should be?
I've traveled with
Everyone
you
in the city
more than
thinks
anybody
Eddie
by far.
abuses dogs.
Yeah.
He's part of Gates
What do
already.
you mean? Like, people genuinely think like I hate fucking
Well.
dogs. Well, yeah, exactly. So that's I
like
mean,
dogs the appropriate amount.
don't act like I don't face my fair share of Gates. No, not as much as you. Don't get me wrong. I will never say that. But
Which I think I like dogs the appropriate amount, which is I love them more than I like people.
all right,
And I think that's the appropriate amount. Would
to
you
each
agree?
their own. To each their own.
They're
the
all
most
different
part?
love languages.
No.
Obviously, there's hyperbole involved there.
Yeah. No, I
To each
mean,
their own.
I love dogs.
But if you say that happened at night, Dave, your timeline's off because we left the bar at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then you guys left at like 8.
I don't remember when it fucking happened. It was a water bottle. It's the last thing that I'm
It was
thinking
probably
about.
like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
that day.
For
2
what it's
p.m.?
worth, yes.
Yeah.
2 p.m. Okay. All right. It was a good trip.
It was a
Yeah.
good trip.
Yeah, like we had a good trip. Like
Yeah.
we were. That's the
There's a lot of
first-
great team bonding. We feel a lot closer to each other now. It's been really
A
great.
good trip minus the all-out wars we just mentioned.
Yeah. But it was honestly, it was like,
Oh, and Dave and I almost died on the way home.
Oh, that's what we should be
Oh,
talking
dude.
about.
Yeah.
You-
Like
you can-
that was probably the scariest drive I've ever had in my life.
well, that is idiotic what you guys did.
Well,
Well, it became idiotic once.
What happened?
Nothing. Go on.
Okay, so
he's got a snicker on his face.
Yeah, something's going
No,
on.
it's just Harry just sent us in the YouTube chat. Is the Pat Bev podcast with Rowan just commented? I like these guys.
Oh yeah, Pep
Oh, if Pat Bev is listening, I mean, you got a couple days for that unopened Chipotle in the fridge. I'm gonna have to throw it out.
Yeah. So, but we decided I wanted to leave early. Nobody wanted to leave, so I'm like, I didn't drive, so I'm like, I guess I'm just stuck here. Everybody kind of went down for, everyone was kind of tuckered out, so everyone kind of went down for a nap. Dave texted me like, hey, you want to go home? Had started snowing, wasn't that bad.
it was like flurries.
Yeah, and what are we supposed to check the weather? So we just started going.
Yeah, I
and-
mean, listen, we were technically St. Patrick's Day was the next day, so we were almost. It was almost summer.
Yeah, basically. Who would have thought? It's the unofficial start of summer,
Exactly.
of course.
It
Yeah.
was almost
So
summer.
Mother Nature doesn't agree on that one, apparently. And then, so we start going, and we're driving. An 18-wheeler goes right by us, sprays us with like
It was like a fire hose.
heavy amount of slush. Snapped off the driver's side windshield wiper.
Oh no!
Yes. So
And they didn't. The state of Wisconsin, I don't think owns snowplows.
it was preposterous. Like, I mean, I'm sure they do. They were not
Obviously
plowing
they do.
94.
As soon as you cross state borders,
It
though,
was fine.
Wait. So you're saying a truck knocked your fucking
Dude,
windshield
It
off?
sprayed
wasn't
so
even just
much.
truck.
It was like the heaviest, wettest snow ever, and it was, like Dave said, it was like they might as well have been. It was probably like pounds and
and
pounds.
it broke the windshield wiper.
Snapped it right off.
would you have been surprised if that would have, like, I know,
So we just were like, well, I guess but we were committed. So we just at that point. So like, what?
I know it wouldn't have happened, but would you have been surprised if that, like, put chips in my windshield?
Not at all.
That's how hard it hit.
It was like, what the fuck?
So
it was
it was
like
scary.
you went through like a car wash, but with heavier slush.
Which wiper broke? The
driver's
driver's
side.
side?
My side. So I had his mittens on
So
right
what,
there,
you just
and
you squeegeed?
I was reaching around. It happened a couple more times to the point where I had to pull over on 94 and use
on the
the
left,
mittens
which
on the
was
left
also
side.
scary.
How early into this drive did it happen?
It took us 3 hours to get home.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
it was a long.
That ain't worth it.
Yeah.
But
and
once you got to Illinois, everything was plowed, and
you could see people like fishtailing across the road. Like it was very bad and very scary. And to be in like the Nissan Sentra with Altima. Sorry.
Please don't
Sorry.
be on the
Hey,
Sentra level.
Hey,
Chad's saying show some respect.
Piece of shit.
fucked up, and seeing people swerving, 18-wheelers flying by. There's some asshole minivan.
Oh my
speed,
God.
And just like with
This
like
fucking
with, like,
minivan, man.
zero visibility, and it's like, well, I can't. I'm sitting there thinking like, I can't believe I'm gonna die next to White Sox Dave.
I was
And-
thinking it was a similar, likewise
so-
thought.
Dude, how scary was it that you didn't have the wheel?
It was. I didn't look at my phone
He
the
actually
entire
did.
time.
He did a very. I don't know about that. He did a very good job driving though. Like it was like
I was
very
like
intense.
35 the entire way on 94.
Yeah, maybe and
Hands 10 and 2.
yeah.
10-2, boys.
Yeah.
Wait. So, pardon me, Dave. I was under the assumption that your windshield wipers just didn't work.
No, it snapped off on the way. Like we had been gone for probably 45 minutes at that point. Like it would have been like very difficult even to like turn around and go home. It was
it would have taken us just like
because I was like, shit, White Sox. Like,
it was down towards
gotta,
the Mars Cheese Castle.
Like have your windshield wipers working.
I just got new ones yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, they had been working fine.
Yeah.
And then,
fuck, that's a bad break.
Yeah.
That's
It was pretty fucking scary.
It was.
It was the scariest situation that I've been in maybe ever.
That sounds very.
Yeah, it was a scary drive for sure.
That sounds extremely scary.
Which is weird because my tires, I've had that car since 2017, I think. It's a 2016, and I've never changed the tires once on it. So, like, I thought that was going to be the worry once it started snowing, but the tires were fine.
In the grand scheme of things, like an Evian water doesn't even seem like that big of a deal.
Yeah,
I agree. Or, you know,
you could have never
playing
even
a
known
song on
about this
Touch
game.
Tunes
Like
that someone else also played.
I could have held on to this content, and you never would have known.
Could have been at his eulogy.
Yeah, for real. I was be like, well, hey guys, the White Sox Dave, good guy. But what about that time he stole the water and he used it to fucking dip it?
Like I've traveled with you a lot.
Yeah.
Do I just like steal shit and use shit that's not mine and just like take without?
I don't think you've ever stolen anything from me. No.
Well, it was the first trip we've ever taken, really.
Yeah, but he and I have done. We've
Sure.
done the hunting trips and
Sure,
you
yeah.
know all sorts of different. You know.
So that's
road
why
trips.
it was like, oh, look, what's going to happen? This is the first time you put us in a box, and hey, we're going on another one in 2 weeks. So I think
That's right, we are.
I think everyone here is
You
excited.
know what?
The water out in Arizona sucks, so
I
we'll have
will.
to stack up with.
I'll go to the store and load up on a big case of waters for the boys for the weekend. What?
Let Dave do that.
I'll do that.
He
That's
would
fine.
happily do it. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's just
Okay.
like
Well, I'm just trying. I'm trying to
it
get
right.
ahead of things and
Yeah.
prevent
Make it right.
World War VII.
one thing though, Dave. You do got to stop saying the money thing though, because that's not right. You can't offer a gesture and then be like, oh, and then
Yeah,
hold
hold
it
it over.
against
Somebody
someone.
shouldn't have done that.
I
A
understand
steak
that,
dinner.
but
I think you've done that to Danny before.
It's
too.
the reason I haven't taken a free shot from you in 2 years.
I highly doubt that's true.
Well,
I
point remains.
buy shots all the time.
You
I
do.
say
But
no.
still, though, you shouldn't
Yeah.
You shouldn't do something for someone.
I
and then-
don't. That's not
Just to be able to
like,
hit it. You can't if you do something or something like then it's done. You can't like hit it. If he pisses you off, you can't be like, well,
That's-
I got you.
but
but
it's-
you did.
I also didn't know you paid for that either.
We
No, the
all
three
did.
of us
The
did.
three of us did. Well, it's like
It's like I don't even want
should-
to talk
it
about
should be.
that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
yeah,
care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said to them in side conversations, I'm like, this is my
You did.
idea. I
You
want
did.
to. I'll cover.
Right.
Sure, yeah,
but
but
then
what's
you
more
can't
than
you can't turn around and be like, well, I bought you dinner. You were the one who insisted.
Yes.
But like my point is that something as just minuscule as a water bottle, that's what you're going to be bitching at after you got $100 steak.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that is, see, you
but
can't bring that
that's-
$100 steak
don't-
up right there.
I don't
then.
think
you can't do that.
Like, I don't think that's
Can't
you,
do
that's
that.
you can't do that. That's to me that's like a very low blow.
Yeah.
That's a cheap shot.
Is it true though?
No.
No,
No, I
It's
think
not.
it's-
It's not at all.
That's a false equivalency.
Yeah, It's
That's
not
a
the same.
false equivalency. I don't think you should do that. I don't think that's right, personally.
I would agree.
I don't, because
Fair.
like
Okay.
what
I'm never letting you pay for dinner again now.
I have no problem.
He just
paying
said it.
for
He just said it was
Yeah,
fair,
but
though.
okay, but
So
you're gonna
now
bring it up though.
It's not that
No,
it's-
but if he said like you're right, that's fair.
That
then
it's
then
very
Then
fair.
the behavior has to be squashed. If he does it again, then it's like all right.
But like this is our third time with one of these conversations.
sure, yeah, you did. For what did he do it to you for? At the old office?
Serious. I bitched because he parked my car in no
it was
parking
a foot,
zone.
It was a foot over the fucking. If you would have gotten a
Still
ticket,
enough to get you a ticket.
Everybody here knows that I would have logged onto the internet immediately and paid the ticket.
Well,
for
it's
it.
more just like why not back up a foot instead of
because
going
there
through all
was
that.
nowhere else to move.
And then he brought up Las
Did you get a ticket?
No, but
Las
it's-
Vegas.
I would say the ticket thing is minor and well past the statute of limitations.
Well,
No?
I mean,
Maybe I'm misunderstanding or misremembering that situation.
I'm kind of am too, but there was like a half a foot or a foot over the do not
Which is
park
fine.
sign.
It was brought up as a joke, but then Dave brought up Las Corolla
I
paying for
don't-
dinner when I was like an unpaid intern. He's like, I paid for your dinner.
yeah.
Yeah, you probably should.
I try to take care of those around me.
But then you bring it
Should
up,
it
so it's not
but
taking
you
care of
can't-
them.
It's not a good gesture if you got to fucking bring it up.
If it comes
rub
with
it in
if it
someone's
comes
face.
with baggage, and you'd rather
There
just-
is no
Same thing. I
baggage.
got
It's-
it.
The point
I bought-
is that you're
I
bitching
bought
about
these guys
water.
dinner on Valentine's Day.
Stop saying I'm bitching about a water, Dave. Jesus Christ. This is
That's
brought,
true.
it was like a content thing that was brought up. Like when I discovered it in real time in the house, everyone else realized they were like, "Wow, yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe he did that. We got to bring this up on the show."
yeah. So
So no one's bitching about a water.
Water.
Anyways.
kind of
My
upset.
point was, whatever. We got dinner at Valentine's Day. I picked it up. Like, of course, I was happy to do that.
Damn,
we
you
got
brought
into a
that
little,
up?
We got into a little squabble. No, we got into a little squabble. I think that Friday, and I would never bring that up. Like, that's not like.
I'll bring it up if it's like, Dave, you owe me $4. It's like, what?
No,
Like,
but
isn't this kind of even? Like, you and I have this
No, you
agreement
brought
where,
it
like,
up
you'll
after a
cover a
park.
tab, I'll cover a tab, you cover a tab, I'll cover a
Yeah,
tab.
I've also known you for 10 years.
Yeah, of
And
course.
So, but my point is, like, Tom, and you could argue in some ways in that moment, like, the water was more valuable than the steak, okay? Because that water, like, just could not get replaced in that moment. So I do think that Tom has a legitimate gripe there, and I also think it's like an underhanded thing to bring up like, you can't hit someone with a nice gesture. What you said was fair.
It's
and I think
definitely
we should just
fair,
move
but
on from it.
I would love to have never brought it up. But whatever.
Moving along.
Moving along.
Did everybody have a nice St. Patrick's Day parade weekend? We had fun.
We did.
We had a good time.
I heard you were in your bag. That was a quote from Lance. Is that you got after it good on St. Patrick's Day?
I had quite a few shots.
Okay.
I felt okay.
There was a moment where you looked at me and you're like, I'm pretty fucked up right now. I don't know if you used those words, but you.
Really?
Yeah, when we were on the way to Declan's, I believe.
Maybe.
You weren't like drunk.
No,
or
no,
anything
Yeah, because
like that, yeah.
even when you're drunk, you
can't really
you
tell.
That's what I'm saying. Like White Sox, you always try to fucking get me going. You bought the shots of Patron. Like I'll go
Yeah.
drink for drink with you. Like no problem.
Well, Arizona's going to be a fun trip.
Look at that. He looked at that and he's like, "That's a challenge."
I mean, this guy's going to load.
No,
he's already pre-planned loading touch tunes now because of that comment.
Yeah,
We're going to be
yeah.
out. Shots are flying, and come and get your love.
Yeah.
I do got a couple of great bars down there.
You do? Mm-hmm. There we go.
I'm just saying, that second night we went out in Milwaukee, Eddie was like, I'm coming out for just a singular drink. Ordered 10 Miller Lights and 4 shots as the first round. So I'm just saying.
That's true.
Well,
and a pitcher.
We were handing them out to some people. We were having fun.
And a $6 pitcher for Tom, dude. Don't forget that. Tom. True. I bought you a fucking pitcher. Dude. Don't you fucking say shit about me. I bought you a $6 pitcher. But yeah, no. Dude, that's probably the most consistently I've done since college. I was Wednesday through Sunday this week.
If the bars weren't so crowded,
That's absurd.
that's when you would have gotten like shit-faced drunk.
Oh,
Because that's
yeah,
how you went home. Remember?
Totally. Yeah, because I had to
We
pee.
couldn't go into any
Yeah.
bar because every bar was so fucking crowded you couldn't move or
When
get
I
a drink.
walked
And
in,
Ed's like, "Fuck it, I'm going
Clark
home."
Street had like 6-7 people deep and like 100-yard long lines.
Yeah.
It was insane on St. Patrick's Day.
That was nuts.
That's exactly what it was. Because you were like drunk, but like very functioning drunk.
Yeah.
And we were both looking for somewhere to go. It was Ed, Danny and I. It was us three.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just you're like,
once
at that point there was no point.
Well,
You're like, what
Dante
the fuck
Toll's
we gonna do?
Uproar has like ample space, like whatever. So we
How about
Uber-
that move?
We Uber over there. Yeah. Well, all right. That's another etiquette. what's the move on that?
What's the
Like,
shocking to walk in there and see he was DJing.
Yeah, he was DJing.
What was that
He played
situation?
Run Around Sue when I walked in though, so I can't be mad at him.
That's nice.
That was a nice welcome, but it was like you couldn't move.
Okay.
So like to get to the back of there, you know what I
It's
mean?
tight quarters
Just,
sometimes,
so I
yeah.
just walked around the alley. I took a piss in the alley.
I got a picture of that. Here's a etiquette move. I didn't post that on the internet.
Me
Could've.
pissing in the alley.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get him charged with a federal offense?
No, I would. Nothing would have
Hey,
happened.
that's a nice gesture. Because
Nothing would have happened other than people would have laughed on the internet. But I didn't know that he would like it or not, so I didn't. Do
After you made me take 3 selfies with you throughout the week.
it. People love those pictures, though.
I know.
Everyone always just
That's
comments
like
how
your
wholesome
like
they
one
are.
of your favorite little inside jokes with yourself.
I spell your name wrong or intentionally.
This guy he's always taking pictures.
How do you feel about that, Eddie with a Y?
I hate it. I hate Eddie with a Y. It just looks brutal. You know, and it's just incorrect. That's why I can't get around to Ed and Eddie so much, because they spelled it wrong.
That's why.
Yeah, that's one of the 3 pictures we took that weekend. Selfies, myself and White Sox Dave.
We'll
guys
get more
look
in
happy.
Arizona.
Yeah, we're
was a
going to
great
Arizona
day.
in 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Aside from how crowded bars
It was
were.
like
That was
you wanna
the
talk
worst.
about? We're bringing up all the Contro in Milwaukee. There was no Contro on
Nothing but
on
good
Parade,
vibes everywhere.
Parade Saturday. And thank you to Old Crow and Country Club for having
Yeah.
us out. Like they couldn't have been better to us. And
Old Crow is always like even back like 2019. They've
Shout
been
out
great.
to Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Big Tom.
Yep.
The White
World's
Sox
worst
Dave's
worst
nemesis.
bartender.
Yeah, bring that picture up. White Sox Dave just roasting some innocent bartender.
You were like, whoa, Hank
This
gained weight.
big dumb ogre is the worst bartender in Chicago.
Well, my favorite was when he posted that in like 21 when the bars first like reopened.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "How dare you?" Like he
Portnoy
hasn't been working.
commented.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you pull that one up, Lance? Just search like worst bartender, whatever.
White Sox.
Yeah,
Dave.
Portnoy comments like, I hope this guy clocks you in the fucking face. Something along those lines, as he didn't know we knew him. But it was, you know what I'm realizing too, and tell me if you guys feel the same way. I obviously we've known that Parade weekend is a big weekend. There it is. I can't read it from here, but
By the way, this guy is the absolute worst bartender on the planet.
God awful.
God awful service, and his drink selection sucks. I'd
fire his ass tomorrow if it were up to me, and fully plan on leaving a negative Yelp review. To which Dave Portnoy replied, "I can't tell if Dave is friends with this guy. If he is, I hope this guy knocks Dave out."
If he's not, I hope that he knocks Dave out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And to be clear, this guy is
a friend of
He's,
ours.
friend of
he's
ours.
a long term.
Yes, he had an old commenter named Fire White Sox Dave's ass.
Back in like 2013.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And, he's
And
just
I
always-
challenged him to a fight, and then he showed up to the bar, and he's 7 feet tall. And like thick.
legit 7 feet tall.
I think didn't he play
You at Ball State.
basketball
Yeah.
at Ball State.
Like
yeah.
I don't know who the 16 seed is that's playing Purdue, but they might call him to fucking
Yeah.
play fucking 8
Against
minutes
Edie.
against Edie.
Yeah.
Like
He's a large man.
they might need him to guard Edie for 8 minutes. But here's my observation. You guys tell me if you agree. So obviously we know what people say here. Boston, Savannah, Georgia is a big one.
I've heard that about Savannah, actually. Yeah.
That we do some of the best, and we don't even do it. Parade weekend's the weekend before St. Patrick's Day. But I met so many out of towners, and I know people come in, but now I feel like it's almost turning into like a destination.
When you say out of towners, what do you mean by that?
Like people are like, oh, I'm visiting my friend. I'm visiting my friend.
Yeah.
I'm visiting my friend. Like
okay,
it's almost
so,
like
so it's not like I'm in from St. Charles.
No.
no, out of
Okay,
towners.
okay,
Like I'm from
all
North
right.
Carolina. I'm from
Okay.
here. I'm from Ohio.
They're taking a plane.
Yes, like they're taking a plane to go visit their friends. It's like it's almost turning into Mardi Gras.
yeah,
that's just a comparison.
Not at
to
that
like an
level, but
event,
yeah.
Where it's like it's like a not at that level. Mardi Gras.
I think you're onto something, Ed.
Yeah.
I was with a ton of people, like friends of friends from out of town after you left.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I that was the first time it really occurred to me. I was like, whoa, this thing's getting fucking
Yeah.
some real.
I
steam.
also feel
Clare,
like
Wisconsin, I
this
think.
was the first real post-COVID St. Patrick's Day. So I feel like we haven't really had it like a blowout one like that in a long
That
time.
might be
and I
part
feel
of
like
it,
that's
yeah.
like skewing my perception of how crazy it was. Like maybe it was that crazy in 2019.
Was it post COVID last year?
Not
It would not like
fully,
this, not like
Yeah,
this.
that's why. Like Dana, he just showed me the video he did at the Southside Irish Parade. It's very funny.
It was like 5 degrees last year, too.
Yeah, it was really cold last
Yeah.
year too. It was very funny. I don't know when Dana's dropping, but look out for that. He came to Chicago and he did one there. He didn't do one Saturday, which is chaos too, but he did a good job on it. But I don't know. It was an observation that it's getting big.
Yeah.
It's getting big.
Ask
But you're
again
right.
in 10 years.
You know, having the ability to, like, the tradition to dye your river green, like, that's like we're planting our flag. Like, this is our fucking
The only
holiday.
time in my entire life that I've ever seen the river dyed green, or even gone to see the Green River at all, not just when they're dyeing it, is when we did it
Like the
in
Miller Lite
2019.
boat. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2019.
with, what's his name? From Ireland.
Yeah, Jordan Blum.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, he played for UIC. Irish guy, great guy. Hope he's doing well.
I follow. He's playing pro ball in Ireland.
Ireland, yeah,
Yeah.
good. But no, it's a good weekend. Also, we are doing a White Sox Dave Challenge this week. We should touch on that before we wrap up here.
Yeah.
The one is same with Scott Darling. You are
Yep.
facing off against Scott Darling. He is goalie. You are the kicker. And the line is set at 5, correct? Or
Out of
5.5.
10?
5.5 out of 10.
Are you comfortable with that?
Sure. I don't have the slightest clue.
Yeah, that's a hard. So we're also having a goalie from the Chicago Fire, Spencer Ritchie, come in. maybe we should lean on him to set like the proper line because
How many it should be.
Yeah, because I like when you watch it, like with the Premier League or something like that, it feels like they hit like 90% of the time.
Yes.
Or more, maybe even more.
So we'll
but
lean
Scott's
on that.
not a soccer goalie, and you're not a soccer or anything.
Yes.
So, so I don't know how to. So we'll lean on Spencer for that. But I feel it'll be. I think it'll be funny to like get his take on these two guys trying to. Like,
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. So look out for that.
Remind me again how Scott comes into play with this.
Because I think you said that you could score goals on him. Like I think you said it to his face, and this was like a while ago. And then we were like, well, let's do the fucking challenge, and here we are. So
I don't even remember that conversation, to be honest.
I think we had it on air.
I think we might
Did
have.
you
Yeah.
call him? I forget. but
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
a
I did. I did.
Like
call him,
Sirius Air? Sirius Radio?
no,
Air?
no.
Like last week.
A couple weeks. A couple weeks ago. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Was it a couple
we?
weeks ago?
Yeah.
He called. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. It'll air probably on Friday as its own video, but we'll have a teaser for it in Thursday's episode. Also, like I said, I believe Big Cat's joining us. So
Yeah. He'll
tune
be
in,
on. He'll be on it.
Tune into that. We're going to talk all about the Bears situation. So that'll be good.
Yeah. And Bears are moving and shaking.
They are.
Yeah.
Big time. All right.
One thing I would like to add, if you feel bad for that Canadian pitcher last night, I fucking hate your guts.
The 19-year-old.
Yes.
Why? What's your?
That kid.
Give the full context of what happened in the game. And
So Team Canada is playing Team USA. A kid by the name of Mitch Bratt, I think was his name. He is a 19-year-old prospect for the Rangers. He is in high A for them, which is an advanced level for a 19-year-old. Not a lot of 19-year-olds in high A. And he had a very good year last year. It was like 88 innings, 100 some strikes, something like that. He's like a good pitcher. He's a quality prospect, should be a big leaguer one day. He was tasked with starting against like Mookie. I think the lineup went Betts, Trout, Goldschmidt, Arenado, and then whoever else. It's 4 Hall of Famers in a row right there. Obviously, he was shitting his pants. Gave up 2 singles and a double, and after walking like 3 or 4 guys or whatever it was, he got yanked. He got one out. Kyle Tucker flew out, I think it was. And people are like, oh, my God, I feel so bad for him. They're like consoling him on the mound. It's like, dude, this kid just had the coolest opportunity of all time in an exhibition game against Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer. Arguably the greatest lineup ever assembled.
it's all downhill from here. Probably get anybody out in single A.
Of course he got, and he didn't even get shit on it.
He's going to be a really good pitcher. I know it.
Be careful with baseball footage.
The paint, like that kid feels like shit. He can feel like all the shit he wants. People feeling bad for him because he got dinged up a little bit in an exhibition game against the greatest fucking lineup in history of the sport. How can you feel bad for him? It doesn't make sense for me. Like,
Maybe take that
I
off,
think
Lance.
it's just ugh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like his career's over.
No.
Right.
He
So-
gets to go back to the boys, throw back some Labatt Blues, and be like, you know what? I shit down my pants. And they're like, dude, it was fucking Betts, Trout, Arenado, Goldschmidt.
So, tailoring off of that, if they asked you to pitch tomorrow against that lineup, would you do it?
Without batting an eye. Wouldn't you would too, wouldn't you?
I'd be embarrassed. I mean, I can't pitch, so I'd be embarrassed.
I mean, of course you can't.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nobody can pitch
I'd be
against that
throwing
lineup.
fucking 44-mile-an-hour meatballs.
But you would do it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a good story.
Exactly.
Be a good story.
And
Well,
the thing
that-
is,
and
he's
that's it,
19.
yeah.
So I'm like, all right, so in 2027, he'll be 23, World Baseball Classic. In 2031, he'll be 27 for a World. He's got like 3 or 4 other at least World Baseball Classics to go, and he'll have a chance at redemption, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like this is the end of his career, and people are like, oh, my God, I feel so bad for him. It's like, dude, there was no other option
an exhibition
than
game
for
in March.
him to get completely
Yeah.
destroyed. But he didn't even get destroyed. He just walked everybody. If I were him, I would have been more pissed off that I walked everybody and they didn't beat me on challenging pitches than what actually happened, you know?
Yeah.
That's what he should be pissed about.
I hear you.
It's not like it was bomb after bomb.
True. That's a good point, Dave. All right. We could wrap there. Have cooler heads prevailed? Tom, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling like $1 million.
You're not Tom.
That doesn't sound good. We'll patch it up before Arizona.
I got what did Gary Sheffield say on the phone? Junior? We're setting some up with Gary Sheffield Jr. for our Arizona trip, but he recommended a steakhouse. Tom, steaks on me. Catch 44 or something in Scottsdale.
Tom, steak.
Bear the hatchet.
You're the best, Dave.
Next White Sox Dave challenge. Don't drink the water.
Drink the water. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. That's it for today. We will see you all tomorrow. Or we'll see you all Thursday. Excuse me.